What is up, Cars and Vape? I am Brad. I'm doing another vapor review for you guys. The mod and this Killer Fruits Blue Raspberry, which I'll get to that in a minute. Today, we are actually using my wife's Segale. It's a mod that I'm not familiar with. It's actually really cool because when you hit it, it lights up. You can change it from blue to red to yellow to green to turquoise, all these different color settings. And you know, it's pretty much a digital display. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It gives you how many puffs you took, and so far I've taken.
Me
and my wife together, we've taken 599 puffs. Let's go ahead and make this 600, shall we?
Too strong?
No, dry hit.
Oh.
That was a dry hit. You don't want dry hits, people. Bad for the lungs. And I just wasted a dry hit on 600. Let's try this again, shall we? Take two. That's a good vapor right there. Puts out a lot of smoke. And the RDA I'm using, I've never ever used this RDA before. I've heard about them. I've seen videos on them. Yeah, sorry about the smoke, but hey, it's a vapor. That's what it does. This is a Vandy vape. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let's see how good it is. Vandy vape. It's a mesh RDA. And when I say mesh, I mean it's screen basically. It does away with your coils, your cotton. We still gotta use cotton, of course. But inside, you get your instruction manual. Then you get a handy dandy little screwdriver, which comes in quite handy. I'll show what this is for in a minute. You get if you have a squawk mod, I call them squawk mods, little squeeze mods, you get your squawk tip, which is this little thing right here. It screws into the top of it so you can put this on a squawk box. You get a bunch of different bushings, a bunch of little gold, and these are gold-plated set screws. I will show you what those are for in just a second. Let me put all this stuff aside here, and then you get your adapter tip. I think it's for either an 810 or a 510. The one I'm using today, it came with the mod. It came with the RDA. It's a 510 drip tip, as you can see. It's, you know, for the color, you know, I'm not really digging the color on it because I'm not a yellow color type person. But you can buy different ones and you can change them up. Like I said, it's an RDA. It's mesh. And let me show you what I mean by mesh. If you look right here between the cotton, it's mesh. I don't know if you can see it or not, but instead of using your conventional coils and your aliens and your standard Claptons and stuff like that, all this is, that I'll show you so you can get a better view of it. Let me go ahead and pull one of these little guys out. And the cool thing is when you buy the RDA, it comes with 3 packs of mesh. Okay? And this is all it is. This stuff right here. This mesh right there. That's all it is, people. You can bend it, you know. It holds so much more juice. It is a juice hog now, let me tell you. It's not like your standard, coil. You got your little bitty cotton. No, this thing, people, it takes a whole lot of cotton. And what you do, the screwdriver goes in these little gold-plated set screws right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. I can't see what I'm doing because I'm off angle of it. But you unloosen these screws, and you can actually pull the screen out. I call it screen, but it's really mesh. Then you take a big chunk of cotton, probably about the size of your pinky, and you gotta shove it in there. And then what you want to do is you want to cut the ends and bow tie them. And then you take your juice and you really gotta just saturate, because this thing holds a lot of juice. Don't be scared to put a lot on there, because when you do, talk about the flavor. Oh man, the flavor. The flavor is absolutely amazing. Let me go ahead and open this thing wide open for y'all, so y'all can see how this really reacts to a shit ton of juice. And then I'll put it on my vapor. Like I said, I am using a wipe, so and that's hitting at 100 watts. Now, I put it on my vapor, and my vapor is running, what's mine running at? 100 watts too. So it shouldn't be too big of a difference. So let's go ahead and switch over and see what type of cloud we can get out of mine. Yes, mine is old, and it's been around the block a time or two. Hey, what vapor hasn't, right? Alright, let's see what we can't get out of mine. And I only got a 69% battery, and that's got a full 100% battery charge on it. A little bit bigger cloud on mine, because mine's running 3 batteries, hers is only running 2. Don't get me wrong, I love this vape. I actually confiscated it for a little bit because I love using this thing. I really do. It's compact. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than mine. Actually, I'm about this. Yeah, about a little bit bigger than mine, but it's thinner than mine. Like I said, I've heard some bad stuff about these, but I don't see what's so bad about it. I really don't. Got a little juice on it by accident. That's my fault. I forgot to mention, in the pack you get a pack of NI80, which is, if I'm wrong, put in the comment if I'm wrong. It's nickel something. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry, everybody. I should have researched it a little bit more. Then you get your stainless steel mesh, your 316 L, and then you get your Kenthal A1. This is what I'm using, the Kenthal. And people, let me tell you, it is absolutely amazing. I've never vaped on mesh before, but I've always heard, it's way better for flavor. And personally, I can tell the difference. I've run coils for the last year now. I've run coils. John, he's the one that actually got me to start vaping. He gave me his old Tesla tube mod, and I ran that thing forever. But when I went and picked up my own mod, and I started running coils, amazing, absolutely amazing. There you go, so I'm not smoking the screen. If you people have never run mesh, I highly suggest you go get you a Vandy Vape Mesh RDA. At the shop I went to, it's $45. You can get it either in the the gunmetal, or you can get it in black. The only one that I wish they had in black, but they had it in silver. So I went ahead and picked it up for $45, and then I went and got my wife's mod for what, I think $100.
Yeah, right at
Right at $100, and then the juice. Now, let me get to this juice, people.
Yeah.
I like the fruit juices, you know, like the strawberries, the raspberries, the peach. I don't like grape juice at all. 100% do not like it. We'll never vape it again. I've gotten blue raspberry before, but this killer fruit, blue raspberry, I'm just not a big fan of it. For one, you can. My wife will agree with me because she vapes this stuff too. She has it in her TFV8, her tank. And the day we bought it, you know, we were vaping on it for about a day before we really decided to review it. And I'm not happy with it.
It's very bland.
I'm not happy at all.
It don't have that intense taste.
You smell the blueberry after, but you know, like I said, I've vaped tropical fruit.
It tastes like a watered down blue raspberry, like really watered down.
There's no real. Sorry, people.
There's no kick
There's no
behind
real
it.
flavor, but you get more of the smell.
You get more of the vapor taste than you do the actual blue raspberry taste. It's not good.
The smell is phenomenal. I vaped this. The day I bought this, I killed my mod and her mod's batteries vaping this blueberry. The whole house smelled like blue raspberry. Our neighbor came over and he's like, what are y'all cooking this blue raspberry? I'm like, we're not cooking nothing. This is vapor juice. And I let him try it, and he said that, you know, that there's no flavor at all. There's no taste. Like I said, I've vaped tropical fruits. I've vaped
Skittles.
I've vaped Skittles.
Actually, if you want a good juice, go get Paradox.
Paradox, Sarah Skittles.
It's called Conundrum.
Yeah, Conundrum. That's the name of it.
Paradox, and the flavor is
sold
Conundrum.
only in the South. For some odd reason, I'm not too sure why. But, like, Cloud9 has it. I forget the other two.
I think Cloud9's the only one that has it.
Yeah, but... You know, I've vaped blue raspberry. I've had, what was that juice I had?
The Slushy Man.
Yeah, and I've vaped Slushy Man, which unfortunately I wish I still had some because it was so much more better than this.
You could actually taste the raspberry.
If you went to the gas station, you got a blue Slushy, you took a drink out of that, waited by an hour, let the taste go off your taste buds, and you put some of that blue raspberry in your mod and you hit it like a champ, it's just like you just took another sip out of your blue slushy. And it's still that's what it is. This right here, I'm disappointed.
I am disappointed. I was not happy with it at all. The guy did push it on me and try to lie to me, saying it's a really great taste.
And unfortunately, you can't return juices after you try to sell them, so we're kind of stuck with it. Yes, I will vape it. I'm not going to just push this aside because it's nasty. No, I don't want to say it's nasty. It leaves a good smell in your home, or it makes you smell like blue raspberries. That's what I've been told by the guys I work with. Like, man, you smell like blue raspberries. I'm like, oh, it's this juice I'm vaping on. But as far as the taste, I'm going to give it a 1.
Yeah, there's no really taste to it.
And then like the aftertaste is more like a twang. So I'm going to give that a 1.
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
I'm going to start rating these juices from 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
That's a 1.
The smell is a 10. Because, like, right now, my house smells like pure blue raspberry.
But like I said, the taste, though, whenever you vape it, you barely get the hint of blue raspberry.
And, like I said, gonna vape it on my mod, and then I'm gonna vape it on hers just for the comparison. And if you look at hers,
well, here, use that for comparison. Put that one in mine. This is mine. That is a TFV8.
This is her TFV8.
One of the best things I ever recommend anyone buying is a TFV8.
Yes, I've actually
Smock.
I've actually grown quite fond because before I got my Vandy vape mesh mod, I'm gonna have the airflow wide open so y'all can see it. I can see a light straight through, and hers is hitting on 100 watts with fresh. I just pulled these off the charger like not even an hour ago, and then mine, I got my airflow wide open, and I'm vaping on 100 watts, as you can see, 100 watts. So I'm gonna give you a comparison to the output of the mesh RDA at 100 watts and the TFV8 tank at 100 watts. So y'all see the cloud, and I'll be able to judge the flavor better between two different mods. So here we go. The cloud is amazing.
Smells good.
The cloud is thick. It's it's what I'm a cloud chaser, so I like a thick, burly cloud. That's what you get out of the mesh RDA at 100 watts at 3.75 volts. Okay. Now, my wife's tank TFV8.
It'll still push a cloud.
It'll push a cloud, and it's pushing right at 3.77 volts at 100 watts. So here we go. Now, it gives you the same, if not a little bit weaker cloud than what mine does. But the taste, people, I got a little back spit on it from the juice. There's no taste at all. Absolutely none.
In mine or yours?
In both.
Exactly.
The smell, man, it makes me want to go get a blue slushie. But I'm not going to because it's like 11 o'clock, I think. I don't know what time it is. But the smell is absolutely amazing. I'll go to bed smelling like fucking blue raspberries and wake up tomorrow morning and smell my clothes and it'll still smell like the blue raspberry. Depending on how much you vape too. All in all, I would not recommend this to anybody unless you just want a smell. Then go get it. It's Killer Fruits Blue. It's a Killer Fruits Blue Raspberry.
Do not get that.
It's 3 milligram. It's I forget.
It's $35 worth of lies.
It's 100 milliliters. So I still got. I'm right there. If you can tell.
Yeah, we spent $35 on a smell.
I will not be buying this again. Now I bought other juices from the store. Amazing people at this shop. There's one flavor that I will go and get. It's a bourbon and like coffee.
Cognac.
It's cognac and coffee.
Like a coffee.
And it's absolutely. And the guy let me try it on his tank, and it tasted good. It had that good flavor. It smelled absolutely amazing. So I'm probably going to go back and get that maybe Friday. Maybe. Alright, and other than that, I'm going to wrap it up on this one, everybody. So this is Brad's vapor review. I hope everybody watches this and takes my advice on the Vandy vape. I will never vape another coil a day in my life. If they make a coil that will make this look like Barney, I will get it and I will do a review on it. But as of right now, I will not. I will buy a new mod before I ever buy anything but a Vandy vape. Vandy vape has surprisingly shown me a whole new vape life. Mesh is the way to go, people. I'm telling you. Mesh is the way to go. Get rid of the coils. But hey, I'm not going to knock it. If you like vaping your Claptons, your Aliens, and all that, go for it. But me personally, I'm going to stick with the Mesh by Vandy Vape. $45. I don't know how much is at other vape shops, but I know one in Indianapolis, Indiana, $45, people. So I am Brad for Cars and Vape, and you know John. John's not here right now. John's in Alabama. But we will be hooking up Friday to do a shit ton of car videos, vapor videos, and we're also going to do a cloud competition. So, until Friday, people, keep vaping, stop smoking, and keep driving like a badass, and I will see you later.